Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Facebook. This is Candace Camille, the Wellologist, coming in just for a quick chew on that, while I adjust this camera. How's everybody doing? I know I'm doing absolutely amazing. What about you? You get to decide, hey, Roxanne, what's going on? One of the things, I'm coming here today, haven't been in here for a minute. I've been teaching my class, of course. I see some of my Sexy Fit Well tribe that's on here. Absolutely always excited when I see you guys just popping, when I'm popping in. Candace is on here. Hey, Candace, how you doing? Had a great conversation with her. Nikki, how you doing? Thanks for joining in. You know, this is the think, as I think about it, the Chew on That show is just about thought-provoking conversations of change. Like, what is it that you really have to change, right? You're hearing a lot about pivot, and you say, what am I supposed to pivot to? But think about it for a second. You have always pivoted in everything that we've done. You have always pivoted at some way or another. If things didn't work, you had to change some stuff, right? So nothing's different right now, right? So when you think about just chewing on some stuff, it's like you hear all this stuff. It sounds a little foreign. It sounds a little strange. But at the end of the day, think about it for a second. You've been doing this all along. We pivot every single day. Life is a pivot. It's the same thing, like the only thing that's constant in your life is change. So when you think about changing, you're always pivoting. So as a wellologist, I'm always talking to my clients, whether I'm in the 40 days, 40 ways, rocking to the rhythm of your thoughts, where we are working out daily, but I'm changing your thoughts. It's all about changing. In there, it's about changing your mind and changing your body, because you can't get your body tight till you get your mind right. So there's a pivot there. What do you have to do to pivot when you're talking about in the things that you have to do but you don't want to do? Which brings up this conversation that I'm talking about today, and it's about procrastination, right? And I wrote this article based on me don't feel like doing my studies, right? I don't feel like working out right now. I don't feel like doing it right now, right? But it's just a procrastination. So one of the things when you talk about procrastination, one of the things that you can literally just say is that I am procrastinating well. Like, there's such a thing to procrastinate well. What are some of the things that you can do? Are you procrastinating and just wasting time? Just looking at idle TV? Like, what is it that you're doing? I'm thinking, at least if I'm going to procrastinate, I'm going to do it well. So I had to come up with some things. I came up with 10 things that I could be doing right now instead of procrastination until I'm ready to get back to them books, right? Because I have to take a couple of quizzes tonight, right? And I just don't feel like it. Sometimes you just don't feel like it, right? You just don't feel like it. But you know what? If you're going to procrastinate and give your time away, why are you giving it to Netflix? Why are you just giving it away to nothing that has absolutely no value at all? Am I saying you should not be watching TV? Yeah, I'm saying you should not be watching no TV when you know you got some things to do, right? So if you're going to procrastinate, do it well. As an emotional mastery coach, I tell my clients all the time, listen, what you're doing, you're just wasting time. There's a few things that you could be doing, Candace. I'm talking to myself, right? So sometimes even the expert need an expert. So I become my own expert these times, right? So I'm my own best client today, right? So I figured I'd just share with some of the things that I wrote down about procrastinating well, right? Because if you're going to do it, you might as well do it well. One of the first things I always say is that most of us just procrastinate poorly. We procrastinate poorly because we're not doing a thing. When I'm talking to my clients, I'm like, what are you doing? And what has come out of it? You done given this thing 3 hours. Tell me What value did you get from it, right? So even if you're watching a movie in idle time, there has to be some value to it. But 9 times out of 10, it's just wasted time. It's just wasted time and energy, right? Unless you just need to laugh, because I'll tell you, yeah, I watched this movie and it made me laugh for an hour, but then I got to get back to my work. So that is a time of procrastination. That means I'm doing it well. Like, what are you doing well while you procrastinate? But while you procrastinating, here's some of the things that you can do. You can go and respond to some of those 10,000s of emails that you've done. That's number one. Go and answer some emails that you have not answered. You've been saying you're going to get to. Someone sent you a thing asking you for an answer, but you have not responded to it. Go and respond to those emails. I know that's what I did. I went and I responded to some emails and some things that I got back today that I was supposed to do yesterday. So since I didn't want to study, I figured, okay, so let me answer these emails. And by answering these emails and answering these calls, I actually got a couple of gigs, right? So look, even with your procrastination, you're leaving money on the table, and all you have to do is answer the call. So I answered the emails, I answered the calls, I called a few people back. One person actually signed up for my group. The other one asked me to be a presenter on a webinar. So again, good use of my time while I'm procrastinating to get back to this test that I have to take, right? So procrastination. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Lorraine. Thank you guys for dropping in. So number one, respond, because you don't know what's in your emails. You don't know if you're leaving money on the table. You don't know if you're leaving opportunity on the table. You don't know if there's a door open there, that you need to go through. So while you're procrastinating, you might as well do it well. Answer your emails. Like I said, I answered my emails. I answered a couple of calls, returned a couple of calls. I had, like I said, a couple of people sign up for the 40 days, 40 ways, the virtual workout every morning. And I got a gig to be a presenter on 2 webinars. So I absolutely love that when I'm procrastinating. So I answered my emails. And I said, you know what? That was good. That was a good use of my time while I was procrastinating. How about that? So number one, somebody write this in the book. On the feed. Answer your emails. That's what you can do while you're procrastinating. These are 10 things that you can accomplish while you procrastinate. So that means you're procrastinating well, right? Answer your emails. There may be some opportunities there. It may be some money there. You never know. Go and check it out and see. Number 2. Visualize your goals, right? So one of the things for me, like I said, I'm taking these courses, this holistic nutritional course, right? And I am saying, you know what? I just don't want to take this test. Now, I know I done studied. I know it for whatever. So I went into my mind and I said, you know what? I'm going to pass this test. So I know that once I get back to this, I'm going to pass this test, because that's what I visualize. My goal is to pass this test that I need to pass, right? So visualize your goals, So one of the things, we all have goals, right? We all have them. Visualize them to come to fruition that they have already done. Like, my goal today is to pass this test. So whatever your visualization is of your goals, you know what? Get it done. It may boost your motivation if you have goals. You got to have it. My motivation is I have got to pass this quiz today, right? I got 10 more quizzes, right? But check it out. We had 30 to do. I got 10 left. So I'm only 10 quizzes away from taking my final exam, right? So again, that goes with studying. So my goal is that I'm already a certified holistic nutritionist, right? I have already seen that. I visualize it. Now I got to do the work to make sure that I get it done, right? Number 3 is real easy, y'all. Go clean something. Go tidy up. Y'all know, I know if you're anything like me, I'm tired of cleaning up, right? I'm tired of cleaning up, right? But you got to clean up. You got to wash. You got to wash some clothes. You got to clean the house. You got to vacuum the carpet. All this stuff you've been procrastinating to do. My grandmother used to always say, if you don't know what to do, go clean. Everybody know how to clean. So go tidy up something. You know, go clean the bathroom. When the last time you've done it? We've been home forever. There's some things that we have to do that we've been putting off. We just saying, you know what? It's only me in the house. I ain't doing nothing. I'll get it till tomorrow. How many dishes? When the last time you ran your dishwasher? You know, these are all the things that we put off. Especially if you live by yourself and ain't nobody coming over anyway. Ain't nobody coming over anyway. You say the heck with it. I ain't doing it. When was the last time you made your bed, right? Go clean up something. Go clean and tidy up something, right? So that's number 3. So you know I'm talking to myself. So if anybody on here that can use any of this chew today, when I'm telling you a way that you can procrastinate well. If you must procrastinate, you might as well procrastinate well. I want you to at least chew on that for today. Go clean something. Number 4. There's some bills that we have to pay. You know, because this crisis or whatever we got going on right now, this chaos, this corona, you know, I look at corona as a blessing. I don't know about y'all because that keeps my mind intact, right? This is a blessing for me. I have time to do all the things that I said I was going to do, you know, that we keep putting off till tomorrow, that we could keep putting off to yesterday. I signed up for this course months ago, right? So, but for right now, I get to finish it all the way through. What have you been holding on to that you said that you're going to finish and you're not going to finish? Right, Nisi? Nisi put in my feed yesterday, I am a finisher. If you are a finisher, put it in here. I am a finisher. Finish up. If you're going to procrastinate, at least procrastinate well. Give your time to something that's going to have some value to it, right? What's going to have some value to it. Hey, chick, what's going on? Hey, Elise, what's going on? Elise, I got my stuff. I got my package. Thanks for the tea. Thanks for the cup. You know how much I love tea, so I'm excited about that. So, thank you. I will call you later on. I'm going to have some tea when I'm done with this so I can go take that quiz because I done procrastinated long enough. Listen, I done responded to some emails. A couple of people joined the 40 days, 40 ways. If you want to work out in the morning, go and join that with us. Deb, could you put that in there? Sexy Fit Well. 40 days, 40 ways to rock to the rhythm of your thoughts. We are working out every morning. So, and then I got on a couple of webinars that I'm going to do. One this week. I got one for just about every week. So that is absolutely amazing. So I'm excited about that. So visualize your goals, clean up. Number 4. Pay your bills. You got some bills you pay. You know, it's like you keep putting it off. I know every time when my bills come in the mail, I automatically pay them. Yes, I still get paper bills. But for right now, because of what's going on, I don't go get the mail. I go get the mail on a Saturday or Monday. I'm not even sure when I get it anymore. You know, my mailman sometimes come knock on the door like, can you take the mail out your box? But pay your bills. You can pay your bills. Right? If you haven't paid your Verizon and all the things that you have, a lot of us is still working. We still got money. You still got to pay your bills. So if you have not done it, pay your bills. That's number 4. That's another thing that we have to get to. A lot of times we have money. We have money, but we forget that we are so busy sometimes that we don't pay our bills, right? So while you are procrastinating, get that off your plate. This way you don't have to worry about it, right? We procrastinate paying our bills. It's not that we don't have the money. We just don't have the time, you know? So right now, this is a great time while you're procrastinating to use your time, pay your bills. Number 5, pick up a book. How many of these books on here that's literally just shelf help? When was the last time you took a book off your shelf? You know, I have books everywhere in my house. I'm in my kitchen right now. They're in my kitchen and they ain't all cookbooks. When was the last time you just took up a book, right, and read a book? I thought I was the only one nitpicking up the mail. Not me. I'm nitpicking up the mail, right? So Pick up a book and read a book, you know. What do you want to learn? What was one of the things? So again, we're taking the certifications just to make me better in my God job, which is to teach women to be sexy, fit, and well through meals, mindset, movement, right? See, that's my God job. But there's some other things that I want to learn. So yes, nutrition is a part of that because that's the meal, you know, but I always wanted to learn how to play the guitar. So I brought me a guitar. I went online and got me a guitar book just to learn the strings and all of that. So my next move is to learn how to do that. I'm going to go on YouTube, play with it. Then I'm going to order me a guitar because that was one of the things, the hobbies that I always wanted to learn how to do. Now I have the time to do it. Pick up a book, do something, right? And if you have any required reading, you know, like I do for these courses, read them. You know, one of the things I do is I say I'm going to read 50 pages of something every day. Pick a number and say that's what you're going to read every day. So when you really don't want to do something and you procrastinating, just go read those 50 pages because that's what you said you were going to do. 50 pages of something, whether it has to do with your skill set, whether it has to do with your body, your relationships, your business, or your bank, you know? So that covers life, right? Does it have something to do with your skill set so you can increase it, right? So does it have something to do with your body, which is your mind and soul? Are you need some help with relationships? Do you need some help with your business? Do you need some help increasing your bank? So pick up a book and learn how to do it. 9 times out of 10 is already on your shelf. You got shelf help. Take it off. It is for self-help. It's for self-development. It's for skill development. It's for business development. It's for body development. It's for relationship development. Pick the books up that you already invested in and start reading them, especially when you are procrastinating, right? Now, number 7 is meditation. If you're going to sit down and you got idle time, learn how to meditate. You know, there's tons of videos out here that you can go to just to learn how to meditate, just to be still, you know. Sometimes when you procrastinate and don't know what to do, it's because your mind is cluttered. So meditation is a way to just clear the mind. You know, you get a little clarity through movement. Actually, you get a little clarity through meals, movement, and mindset. And meditation is one of those things that will give you clarity. That's why I love Sexy Fit and Well so much, because it gives you clarity to move, right? So go and meditate. Go do something. So all of these things I did today. I even went shopping, right? Go do some shopping because that's the only outing. What about number 6? Number 6 is meditate. Candace, number 6. Number 5 is read a book. You know, keep your brain engaged, you know, while you're procrastinating. That's the reading of the book. Number 6 is meditate. Meditate. I mean, if you don't know how to meditate, here's a quick way to do it, right? Go light a candle. We all got candles in our house. Light the candle and just watch the flame. Just watch the flame. Do not take your eye off the flame. Try not to even blink, right? And just watch the flame and try to do it for at least a minute. You got a minute? And in that 1 minute, one of the things you can do at night in a dark room, you can watch the flame of a candle, the flicker, and just watch it. And your mind will clear. Your mind will clear because now you are laser focused on watching this flame, watching it dance, watching the colors. That's a place to start your meditation. Do it for 1 minute or 2 minutes. As soon as your thoughts come in, let them come. Did I pay Pepco? Yes, because paying your bills was on here. So that's done. So you can answer your thoughts. I did that. I did this. Back to the flame. Because what happens is when you go in meditation, your mind goes someplace else and all kinds of thoughts will come in. But a lot of times we be trying to suppress the thoughts. You can't suppress your thoughts until you get to that space. What you can do is let them transcend. Let them transcend, answer them, and let them move out the way. It's called transcendental meditation, right? Let them move out of the way, right? So that's the way that you can meditate. That's number 6. Number 7, like I said, go shopping. Only thing I needed from the store was some ginger. I needed some ginger and some beets. Those are two staples that I use every day in my meal plans, right? I drink beet juice every day and ginger is in the beet juice, right? So I needed two things, right? So I figure while I'm procrastinating from studying, I might as well drive over to Mom's because nobody's hardly in Mom's, right? I drove over to Mom's, got my beets, got my ginger, and headed back home. Number 7, do some shopping, right? And I don't mean, well, right now we can't pleasure shop. So that was a good thing. You can only go to the grocery store. But if you're going to go to the grocery store, please get something healthy. I got beets. I got beets. I didn't get cake. I didn't get candy. I got beets and I got ginger. So how about you make a plan? I'm going to at least buy me one healthy thing when I go to the store, right? One healthy thing. So go shopping, to take your mind off it. Again, get what you absolutely need and some of the things that you want. Beet juice has become a favorite. Oh my God, I have been drinking beet juice forever. Roxanne, I will give you the recipe in the Be Fit 90 group. I have a Be Fit 90 mastermind group where we literally, all we talk about is food. All we talk about is recipes. I don't know if y'all saw my lunch today, but I had something simple. I just had a burger. That was it. As simple can get, but the wellologist way. So for everybody that's in the Be Fit and 90 mastermind group, they know exactly what was on that plate. So I absolutely love developing recipes and menus for the ladies that's in there. So Roxanne, you can go in there, the menu and the recipe and everything is in there, right? So that's good. Now, number 8, right? Number 8, call a family member. Call somebody. Call a family. Call a friend. Go check up on somebody because we are so, we are home and everybody at home, especially if you're by yourself, go in and basically just call somebody and talk to them. I called a friend of mine, one of my older clients that I talked to and realized that, her father passed away. And because we don't hear about these things and everybody is going to Facebook, but the analytics are so different, I didn't know that. So I felt bad that I hadn't talked to her, and knowing that her father had died. I called Candace today, so same thing, call somebody. Candace, you was a part of my procrastination today, right? So I called Candace and talked to her for a minute because she had truly blessed me. And I called to say thank you. So again, just check up on somebody. Just call somebody, call a family friend, call a family member or some friends, so that's one of the things that I absolutely love to do. So listen, now let me see number 9. Let me see what else we got here. Number 9. One of the things about it, if you're looking to do something, if you're looking to be better on the other side of Corona, because Corona is not going to be here forever. We getting out of this. You know that we are getting out of this. You are so welcome, Candace. We are getting out of this. Corona may be here 90 days. I tell y'all about 90 days. It's like having a new job. Right now, Corona has put us on probation. You know how I know back in the day when we first started work, we went on probation for 90 days. And you really didn't get the job and you really didn't get the benefits until that 90 days was over. Corona's going to be here for 90 days at least, right? So look at it as your probationary period. And then figure out, once you come off probation, what are you going to get as a permanent status over here? What are you going to be able to do over here? If you are an entrepreneur right now on the other side of Corona, is your business, the way that you were doing it, going to survive over here on the other side of Corona? Or what do you have to do? What do you have to learn? What do you have to read in order to pivot so you can be okay? Not pivot for right now because we are already in now. You're pivoting for later. So once you do that, once you get off probation, I look at Corona, I'm on probation. Oh Lord, I am on probation. what is going to happen to Candace Camille Enterprises and Sexy Fit and Well movement once I get off probation? So what are the things that I have to do right now in order to be okay once we get on the other side of this thing? Because, you know, if you live in 4 seasons, you know, summer, winter, spring, fall, one of the things we know for sure, summer's coming, y'all. The end of Corona is coming. Somebody say that. Summer is coming. You can't stop it. It's coming. And the thing about it is that, are you going to be ready? And while we have this time right now, what are you going to do? You know, yes, there's fear. There's fear of the unknown. There's fear of the uncertainty, but you can't do anything about this, right? But even when you think about the fears is just in your head. It's in your head. This is the one time that I use this acronym for fear, which is false evidence appearing real. The fear that you're feeling of uncertainty is in your head. It's the story that you're telling yourself. Let me say that again, because that's huge. And I want somebody to get this. Thank you, Nisi. Summer is coming, right? So don't be afraid. Don't let that false evidence appear real in your mind. It's the story you're telling yourself. You get to tell your own story, right? You get to tell your own story. It appears, let me say that again. It appears to be real. See, we operate on what the appearance of. It appears to be. In your mind, oh yes, ma'am, it is real. But you have to know that it's not. And you get to change your story. You get to go in there and change that frame, right? And it's like, how do I change the fear of what I'm feeling about what I don't know? I believe Will Smith said it best in one of his videos where he talked about the guy who was going to jump out the plane. And 2 weeks before he was supposed to jump, he done died. He done went in and figured out everything. The story he had told himself. He gonna die jumping out the plane. All of that. He was getting himself crazy and worried 2 weeks before he even attempted to jump. So when the day came for him to jump out the plane, it was the most exhilarating experience he ever had in his life, right? So when you think about it, this could be the most exhilarating experience you have in your life if that's what you tell yourself. It's the story that you tell yourself. Fear is false evidence appearing real right now. It's real to you because that's your story. But here's the deal. You're the one that's writing the story. You get to change your story. And that's what number 9 is. Update your story. Update your fear. Update your story from fear to exhilaration. Update your story. That's number 9. Like, what are you telling yourself? When I get out of this Corona stuff, oh man, I'm going to have the baddest Sexy Fit and Well movement on the planet. That's exhilarating to me. What is it? You know, what's exhilarating to you? And that's just my business in my bank. Never mind when y'all see this Corona body on the other side of this. See, because in Sexy Fit and Well, 40 days, 40 ways, we are working on some serious changing of the body, right? Oh, just wait. You know, every single day we get up and we work out to change our mind and build our bodies, to settle our souls so we can get ideas and creativity so we can be a finisher. So update your story. That's number 9. And number 10, I have been talking about it. 10 things to do while you procrastinate. You might as well procrastinate well, right? Somebody write number 9 in there, right? Somebody write, update your story. Update your fear story. Number 10, okay, so who can tell me what number 10 is? It's anybody that knows me really, really well can tell me there's some things when you just procrastinate, you don't want to do. What is one of the things that the willologist will tell you to do? I want somebody in here who really know me to tell me, what would I tell you to do? Like if you just got something on your mind, you got some time on your hand, what would I tell you to do? Anybody in here know that? Hey, Donna, what's going on? Anybody in here know that? Like, what's going on, right? So, all right, so I'm going to give you like, da-na-na-na-na-na-na. You know the Jeopardy thing? As you go and say, what would the wellologist tell me to do right now? You know, it has something to do with who I am, right? Anybody that know me. So could anybody get that? All right, so I'm going to do 10, 9, you know, like we're doing in our class in the morning. 8, 7. Get up and move. Come on, Candace. Eat ice cream. Nisi, you better stop playing. And chocolate. Only if it's orgasmic, Nisi. But Candace got it. Number 10 was get up and move. Do some exercise, and that's it. Head on. I know Nisi just playing. So listen, head on. Get up and move. Get up and do some exercises. That's what you have to do. Yeah. Listen, you can have some chocolate ice cream. I will never tell you you can't have any chocolate ice cream, but that's one reason you should move. But even when you do that, you can't outtrain a bad diet. Let me tell you, you cannot outrun your fork. You cannot outrun your spoon, right? So, but if you gonna have some ice cream, and it's going to be chocolate. See, for me, it's strawberry. Oh, it just got to be orgasmic, right? Got to be orgasmic, right? That ice cream better make your head go back and curl your toes. That is that's one of the things I say it absolutely have to be. If it don't hug you, listen, if it don't make your eyes roll in the back of your head and curl your toes, don't waste your time and energy on it. It's just a waste of calories. Because if you gonna give away your body, if you gonna give away your figure, and you gonna eat some chocolate ice cream, oh, it better do all of that and some. So that's how I look at that. So those are my 10 things that I say that you need to do why you are procrastinating. Listen, the wellologist says, listen, if you're going to procrastinate, you might as well procrastinate well. There is such a thing. You can respond to emails. You can visualize your goals. You can clean up. You know, you can pay your bills. Go do things you've been putting off, right? You gotta be orgasmic. You can read something worthwhile that's going to increase your knowledge of whatever it is based on what your need is and what you want, right? You can go shopping and go buy at least one healthy thing, right? Call a friend, call a family member, you know, update your story in your head, write it down. See, because sometimes when you write it down and you see things a little bit differently, right? And number 10, you can exercise, you can move. Listen, movement does not occur until you move, but movement really is medicine. Movement is medicine. There's a direct correlation between your mindset, your meals, your movement, you know, even when you're talking about your message and your money. So even if I stay within those M's, there's a correlation between all of that, because how you eat has a lot to do with how you respond, right? How you eat has a lot to do with how you move. If you ate greasy food and processed food or a whole lot of sugar when you got in the class, your movement would not be good. So it has a lot to do with all of that. And believe it or not, what you eat has a lot to do with your fears. See, you don't even know the correlation that goes on with that, right? So it has a lot to do with it. I know in a couple of weeks I'm going to be talking about that. So I will send you the information on that, on the webinar that I was on. And I would love for each of you to join me. And I'm going to be talking about some of this stuff in depth and just give you some ideas and some of the things that you can do in order to just get fear out of the way. You know that I told y'all my fear chick named Felicia, and it's sometimes you just got to punch, you know, Felicia in the throat to get her gone in order for you to move. You know, everybody procrastinates, right? But some of us procrastinate better than others. So I've just given you 10 things that you can do so you can be one of the ones that procrastinate really, really work, really, really well, right? Really, really well, right? Avoiding work does not have to be a waste of time. Like avoiding me to take this quizzes do not have to be a waste of time. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to get off of here and I'm going to go ace those 2 quizzes because I just need to get them out the way, right? Because they messing up with my mind, right? And I know I've been studying for days so I can pass them. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go take these quizzes. Thank you for procrastinating with me. My procrastination time was these 10, and I actually shared it with you. I shared it with you. I hope you got some nuggets out of this. I would hope that you share this out. You wrote down the things that you need to do, during your procrastination time, because make your procrastination just a substitute. Let me say that again. Make your procrastination a substitute of another important task that you have to do. If it's one thing that you don't want to do at the moment, make it a substitute and still stay productive. Can be done well and productive, absolutely, and still be done well and procrastinate well. You can really, really accomplish a lot while you're procrastinating. Those 10 things that I told you today, I was able to accomplish while I was putting off taking my test, right? So now that I did all of that, right, it made that task possible for me to go back and do that. Listen, I'm Candace Camille, the Willologist, coming in here, right, with the Chew on That show with thought-provoking conversations of change. I'm hoping you picking 1 or 2 of these things out of here that's going to help you change inside of your day, inside of your moment, just where you are, so you can get better. I would love to have each and every one of you join me, connect with me, go over and like Candace Camille, the Willologist page, going over there, past those quizzes. I'm going past those quizzes. So going over to Candace Camille, the Willologist page, go to CandaceCamille.com, download the smoothie, ebook smoothie, get on our mailing list. I will be sending out the newsletter soon. That was another thing I finally got back into play, so look for that. Again, they're similar to all the articles that I tell you about here, so I will be sending them out in our newsletter just to get just to give you some things, some thoughts, some things of change. If you're looking for a place to move, join me in the 40 days, 40 ways, rock to the rhythm of your thoughts. We have some ladies in here that's on it, and let me tell you something, we are changing. If you're looking for something where you can roll right out of your bed and push the button and automatically I appear in front of you, doing one of the things that I do best, and that is literally getting you to move, getting you to change your mind, getting you to change your body in 1 minute and 1 word, where we let your word do the work for you, right? It's because it's all not about the movement, it's about the mind. So we're moving in our mind as we move our body. So if that's something you want, or someone else that absolutely need that, tell them to go on and join 40 days, 40 ways to rock to the rhythm of your thoughts. If you need some help with your meal planning, your prepping, and some menus, join us in the woo-woo. Just put on the shoes and a bra. Just, that's right. If you need some help with your meals and your I have to laugh at that. All you need is your tennis shoes and your bra. That's the only requirement to be in the 40 days, 40 ways to rock to the rhythm of your thoughts. So guys, I'm sorry, it's for women. It is truly just for women. You need your bra and your sneakers. That's all you got to do, and roll on out of the bed and roll on in. I'm there. The music is there, and we get ready to rock to the rhythm of our thoughts. What was today's word? Today's word was flexible, and that's what we worked out to. We got flexible, so that was we doing there. If you need some help with your meals, you Sexy Fit and Well, Be Fit in 90 mastermind group is all about meals. It's all about menus. Meal prep is all it's all about just getting what you need to feed yourself, feed your soul, feed your body in order for you to move, right? So if you want to know more about that, go to Be Fit 90 Mastermind, ask to join that, and I will send you the information on that as well. And then for the mindset, we have the Red Couch Chronicle clubs that we do once a month in a group where I only allow 15 people. It will be coming up, I think it's the second Friday in May. That will be out by the end of the week. So if you want to be one of the 15 in there, I only take 15 because it's not a place where you're just listening to me. It's a place where you honestly get to talk. So we're just not looking at webinars, listening to the presenter. Is a place where you get to share, where you get to release, where you get to resolve some stuff, and then you get to recover, restore, so you can move. That's the mindset place. So if you want to be a part of that, once I put that out, like I said, it's only 15 slots. I don't do any more than 15 because I can handle the 15 where everybody gets a chance to share. So you have the Sexy Fit and Well, 40 days, 40 ways for the movement. You have the Be Fit 90 for the meals, and you have the Red Couch Sexy Fit and Well Red Couch Chronicles Club for the mindset. So if you want to be a part of the whole Sexy Fit and Well movement, join me on one of those platforms, especially while we have the time. So if you need a place to procrastinate, come on and procrastinate with me. You can, value. So you can talk, and you can. So what she meant, let me just explain. I got some explaining to do, Roxanne. Roxanne, bro, you can talk, or you can be volunteer. So what that means is being one of the 15, you can volunteer to talk, or you will be voluntold, because it's a place where we come to share. We just don't come to listen. I need to hear your heart. I need to hear your heart so I can help you just get unstuck. We're talking about emotional mastery coaching. So it's you on the couch with me, one-on-one, and everybody else, because we always leverage the room. So come on in and talk to us. So yes, if you make the investment to be on the couch, you can volunteer to talk, or anybody that knows me, I will volunteer you. All right, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to staying connected to each and every one of you. I will catch you guys on the next Chew on That show. But remember, if you gonna procrastinate, at least procrastinate well. Chew on that.